glittering world of Hollywood, few have shone as brightly as Michèle Morgan. Born Simone Roussel in 1920 in France, she transformed herself into a legendary actress adored by millions. She began her career in the 1930s, and by the time she was 19, she had already captured the hearts of French cinema-goers in the film rivale. Michèle's career skyrocketed in 1938 when she starred in the film Court of Shadows, where she delivered the iconic line, "Tell me, are you a murderer?" This question, whispered to Jean Gabin, made her an instant star. In 1946, Michèle became the first French actress to receive an Academy Award for her role in Joan of Arc. She continued to dazzle audiences in both French and American films, including The Fallen Idol, Street of Shame, and Mayorling. Michèle's beauty and talent were not limited to the screen. She was also a successful photographer and published an acclaimed book of photographs, Michèle Morgan, A Certain Life. Michèle Morgan's career spanned over 6 decades, and she became a symbol of elegance and grace. She left an indelible mark on the film industry and will always be remembered as a true Hollywood legend. Michèle Morgan was a renowned French actress, known for her captivating screen presence and distinctive beauty. She began her career in the 1930s and quickly became one of France's most beloved stars. Over the course of her career, she worked with many famous directors and actors, appearing in more than 60 films. So, what made Michèle Morgan stand out from her contemporaries? For one, her striking blue eyes and elegant demeanor made her a standout on screen. She also had a wide range as an actress, able to play both dramatic and comedic roles with equal skill. Do you have a favorite moment from one of Michèle Morgan's films? Perhaps it's her iconic line from the 1938 film Court of Shadows, where she tells Jean Gabin, "Tonight, I belong to you." Or maybe it's her emotional performance in the 1942 film The Past is Never Dead. We would love to hear about your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this classic star. Did you have the chance to see her in person, or are you a fan of her films? Let us know in the comments below. There are many fun, shocking, and sad facts coming up about Michèle Morgan's life and career, so be sure to keep watching this video. You won't want to miss it. Michèle Morgan, born Simone Roussel, was born in 1920 in Neuchâtel-en-Bray, France, into a modest family. Her father was a bank clerk, and her mother a seamstress. Morgan's early life was marked by a love for literature and theater, which she developed at a young age. She was particularly drawn to the works of French playwrights such as Edmond Rostand and Victor Hugo. Morgan's acting career began in the 1930s when she was discovered by a talent scout while attending a school play. She was soon signed to a film contract and made her film debut in 1935 at the age of 15. One of Morgan's earliest and most significant influences was French actor Harry Bohr, who became her mentor and helped her hone her craft. Bohr was known for his powerful and intense performances, and he encouraged Morgan to develop her own unique style. Another key influence in Morgan's career was French filmmaker Marcel Carné, who directed her in several films during the 1930s and 1940s. Carné's poetic and visually striking films, such as Quoi des Brumes and Le Jour s'y lève, had a profound impact on Morgan's acting and helped establish her as a leading actress in French cinema. Morgan's career was also influenced by her experiences in the United States, where she worked in Hollywood during the 1940s and 1950s. She starred in several American films, including Joan of Arc and The Fallen Sparrow, and worked with notable directors such as Victor Fleming and Anatole Litvak. Throughout her career, Morgan remained committed to her craft and continued to push herself as an actress. She was known for her versatility and her ability to portray a wide range of characters, from vulnerable and innocent young women to strong and determined heroines. In addition to her work in film, Morgan was also a stage actress and a philanthropist. She was involved in several charitable organizations and was awarded the Légion d'honneur, France's highest civilian honor, in 1994. Michèle Morgan passed away in 2016, but her legacy as a pioneering actress and a significant figure in French cinema continues to endure. Her contributions to the world of film continue to be celebrated and cherished by audiences and industry professionals alike. Michèle Morgan, a renowned French actress, had a prolific film career spanning several decades. She started in the 1930s and worked until the 1980s, appearing in over 60 films. One of her earliest and most memorable roles was in Quai d'Esperance, where she played a young woman who falls in love with a troubled soldier, played by Jean Gabin. The film is a must-watch for fans of classic French cinema. In the 1940s, Morgan starred in several Hollywood productions, including Joan of Paris and Higher and Higher. She returned to France after the war and continued to act in French films, such as La Symphonie Pastorale, for which she won the Best Actress award at the Cannes Film Festival. Another notable film in Morgan's filmography is The Fallen Idol, directed by Carol Reed. She played a governess who becomes involved in a web of lies and deceit in this suspenseful drama. For those new to Morgan's work, the sorrow and the pity is a good starting point. This powerful documentary by Marcel Offels features an interview with Morgan, who reflects on her experiences during the German occupation of France in World War II. In conclusion, Michèle Morgan's filmography includes many must-watch films for fans of classic cinema. Her roles in Quai d'Esperance, La Symphonie Pastorale, and The Fallen Idol showcase her talent as an actress, while The Sorrow and The Pity offers a glimpse into her personal history. Michèle Morgan, born Simone Roussel, discovered her passion for acting as a teenager. At 14, she saw a stage performance that moved her deeply, and she decided then and there to become an actress. She began taking acting classes, and, by 16, had secured her first film role. A pivotal experience in Morgan's career was being discovered by filmmaker Marc Allegret. He was captivated by her beauty and talent, and cast her in the 1937 film Gribouille. This role launched her career, and she quickly became one of France's most beloved actresses. Morgan's desire to act was fueled by her love for storytelling and the ability to connect with audiences emotionally. She famously said, "I am not a mysterious woman at all. I am simply an actress who has been given the chance to play mysterious women." Morgan's passion for acting was evident in every performance, and she continued to work in film and television for over 6 decades. Her legacy as a talented and captivating actress continues to inspire aspiring actors around the world. Michèle Morgan received the Médaille de Vermeil de la Ville de Paris in 1967, an honor that recognized her significant contributions to the city. Her journey to stardom was predicted when she was just 3 years old. A colleague of her father, Marcel Schultz, who dabbled in astrology, foretold her future celebrity status, and it turned out to be true. Michèle Morgan's family life was an essential part of who she was. She had 6 grandchildren: Sarah Marshall, Peter Morgan Marshall, Jessie Lee Marshall, Deborah Marshall, Samantha Marshall, and William Marshall. Her role as a grandmother was no doubt as important to her as her career in acting. These facts offer a glimpse into the life of a remarkable woman who achieved great success in her career and had a fulfilling personal life. Her legacy continues to inspire and influence those in the film industry and beyond. Michèle Morgan, born Simone Roussel, faced many challenges as she pursued her acting career. Growing up in a low-income family, she struggled financially and had to work as a model and movie extra to support herself. Despite her natural talent and striking beauty, she encountered skepticism from the film industry due to her lack of formal acting training. However, Michèle Morgan's resilience and determination helped her overcome these obstacles. She taught herself acting techniques by observing other actors and reading about their methods. She also sought out mentors who could guide her and help her improve her craft. Morgan's creativity and resourcefulness were evident in her approach to finding acting roles. She actively sought out auditions and was not afraid to take on challenging parts. She even went so far as to sneak into movie studios to audition for roles without an appointment. Eventually, Michèle Morgan's talent and hard work paid off. She became one of the most successful and beloved actresses of her time, known for her captivating performances and iconic roles in films like Quai d'Esperance and Goupil Mains Rouge. Today, she is remembered as a trailblazer who paved the way for future generations of actors. Michèle Morgan was a French actress known for her humble personality and notable work. In 1960, she was made a Knight of the French Order of Arts and Letters recognizing her contributions to the arts. Morgan shared the screen with Charles Boyer in 3 films: Orage, The Heart of a Nation, and Maxime. Initially, she found working with Boyer challenging due to his cold demeanor, which affected her performance in Orange. However, their relationship improved over time, and she grew to appreciate him, even socializing with him and his wife during future collaborations. Throughout her career, Michèle Morgan remained grounded and focused on her craft. Her body of work, including her memorable performances alongside Charles Boyer, has left a lasting impact on the film industry and continues to be celebrated today. Michèle Morgan's career took a significant turn when she starred in the 1938 film Port of Shadows. This role showcased her talent and beauty, which helped her gain recognition in the film industry. Critics praised her performance, calling her an actress with rare sensitivity and depth. Her work on this film opened up new opportunities for her, cementing her status as one of the most promising actresses of her time. Another breakthrough moment came with her portrayal of Joan of Arc in the 1948 film Joan of Arc. This challenging role allowed Morgan to display her acting range and versatility, earning her critical acclaim and further solidifying her reputation as a talented actress. Peers and collaborators alike were impressed by her ability to bring such a complex and iconic historical figure to life on screen. In addition to these projects, Morgan's work in Hollywood films also contributed to her success. Her performances in movies like The Fallen Sparrow and Higher were well received by audiences and critics, adding to her growing list of accomplishments. Throughout her career, Morgan continued to take on diverse roles that showcased her talent and versatility. Her breakthrough moments helped establish her as a respected and beloved actress, leaving a lasting impact on the world of cinema. Michèle Morgan's career had its share of ups and downs. After missing out on the role of Ilsa Lund in Casablanca to Ingrid Bergman, she was paired with Humphrey Bogart in Michael Curtiz's next film, Passage to Marseille. However, Morgan found the experience disheartening, describing Curtiz as a difficult director and receiving no support from Bogart. In 1954, Morgan was replaced by Alida Valli for the role of Countess Serperi in Senso. Despite her initial uneasiness, Morgan acted alongside her husband, Henry Vidal, in La Belle Que Voilà. Regrettably, they were paired again in L.A. Train's Madame X and Too Late to Love, as Morgan had vowed not to work with him again after their first film together. Michèle Morgan, a legendary French actress, was known for her unique artistic vision and process. She approached her work with great dedication and passion, often immersing herself in her roles to deliver authentic and compelling performances. Morgan's style was characterized by her naturalness, subtlety, and emotional depth, which set her apart from her contemporaries. Her personal experiences and worldview were often reflected in her work. Having grown up during a time of great political upheaval in Europe, Morgan brought a sense of intensity and urgency to her roles, often playing complex and strong-willed characters. She was also known for her beauty and sophistication, which added an extra layer of depth and allure to her on-screen presence. Morgan's artistic process was deeply intuitive and personal. She often drew upon her own emotions and experiences to inform her performances, and was known to spend hours alone in her dressing room, meditating and reflecting on her character's motivations and desires. This allowed her to create nuanced and multidimensional portrayals that resonated deeply with audiences. Despite facing numerous challenges throughout her career, including the disruption of World War II and the rise of the Hollywood studio system, Morgan remained committed to her craft and continued to push the boundaries of her artistry. Her unique style and approach to acting have left a lasting impact on the film industry and continue to inspire actors and filmmakers around the world. Michèle Morgan, a renowned French actress, had a successful career spanning several decades. Her only American hit was Robert Stevenson's Joan of Paris in 1942, where she co-starred with Paul Henreid and Laird Cregar. However, Morgan didn't enjoy working with Henreid, finding him cold. Interestingly, her character in the movie, a French resistance fighter who worships Joan of Arc, meets a similar fate as the historic figure. Morgan would later play Saint Joan in a segment of Daughters of Destiny in 1954. In the mid-50s, Morgan received the Victoire du Cinéma franchise for Best Actress in 3 consecutive years. From 1954 to 1956, she named Jean Gabin, Rému, and Serge Reggiani among her favorite co-stars. One of her notable films, The Moment of Truth in 1952, featured Danielle Galen as an artist in love with her character, who bears a striking resemblance to Joan of Arc. Galen portrays Morgan's character in a portrait of Joan of Arc, further emphasizing the connection. Morgan's work in the film industry left an indelible mark, earning her recognition and respect from both audiences and her peers. Despite her mixed feelings about Joan of Paris, it remains a significant part of her filmography and legacy. Her ability to portray complex characters with conviction and grace cemented her status as a beloved French actress. Michèle Morgan, a renowned French actress, significantly contributed to the film industry with her captivating performances and distinctive style. She began her career in the 1930s and worked in French and Hollywood films until the 1980s. Morgan is best known for her roles in Quoi d'Esperance and The Fallen Idol, which showcased her emotional depth and versatility. Her impact on the industry was substantial. According to film historian David Thompson, Michèle Morgan brought a new kind of sophistication and mystery to French cinema. She was instrumental in popularizing the femme fatale archetype in film noir, inspiring future actresses like Catherine Deneuve and Isabelle Huppert. Morgan's influence extended beyond her acting. She was one of the first actresses to establish her own production company, which allowed her to have more control over her career and paved the way for future generations of actress-producers. Director Francois Truffaut once commented, "Michèle Morgan was a beacon of elegance and talent in French cinema. She inspired countless filmmakers and actors with her unique presence and commitment to her craft." In addition to her professional achievements, Morgan was also a trailblazer for women's rights in the film industry. She was an early advocate for equal pay and opportunities for women, using her platform to speak out against discrimination and promote gender equality. In conclusion, Michèle Morgan's contributions to the film industry were numerous and far-reaching. Her acting, production work, and advocacy for women's rights continue to resonate with filmmakers and audiences today. Michèle Morgan, a renowned actress, was once considered for the role of Ilse Lund in the classic film Casablanca, but RKO refused to release her due to salary disputes, and Ingrid Bergman was cast instead. Interestingly, Morgan starred in Passage to Marseille, a film that tried to recapture the magic of Casablanca with many of the same key players, including director Michael Curtiz, stars Humphrey Bogart and Claude Rains, and composer Max Steiner. Morgan was married to Gerard Oray, but they did not live together, although the details of their arrangement remain private. In Passage to Marseille, Morgan played the role of Paula Matrak in a complex narrative structure that featured a flashback within a flashback within a flashback. Despite the missed opportunity in Casablanca, Morgan's career flourished, and she became one of the most respected actresses of her time. Her work in Passage to Marseille showcased her ability to hold her own among Hollywood's elite, even in a film that struggled to match the success of Casablanca. Michèle Morgan, the renowned French actress, led a life rich in personal values and interests outside of her professional sphere. She was known for her love of art, literature, and gardening, which often influenced her work on screen. Morgan's sophisticated and cultured persona was a reflection of her deep appreciation for the finer things in life. Morgan was also passionate about giving back to her community and was involved in various philanthropic efforts throughout her life. She was particularly committed to supporting medical research, having donated generously to hospitals and research centers in France. Morgan also used her platform to raise awareness for environmental conservation, advocating for the protection of natural resources and promoting sustainable living. In addition to her philanthropic work, Morgan was known for her strong sense of loyalty and dedication to her family and friends. She was a loving mother and grandmother, often spending her free time with her loved ones and sharing her passion for art and literature with them. Morgan's personal values and interests were a fundamental part of her identity and greatly influenced her work, leaving a lasting impact on the film industry and the world at large. Michèle Morgan declined the role of Laura Reynolds in the initial stage production of Robert Anderson's Tea and Sympathy, as she was intimidated by stage acting. The part was finally performed by Deborah Kerr. However, Morgan's film career was thriving, leading to her winning the first Best Actress award at the Cannes Film Festival. Her husband, William Marshall, later married actress Micheline Presley, whom they met at the Savoy Hotel during the filming of Morgan's movie, The Fallen Idol, in London. Morgan, who was friends with Presley, introduced them. Marshall and Presley later took the boat to America, starting their affair. Ironically, Morgan had commented on Presley's beauty to Marshall, unaware of his interest. Michèle Morgan, a legendary French actress, left a lasting impact on the film industry. She began her career in the 1930s and continued to grace the silver screen for several decades, captivating audiences with her talent and charm. Morgan's ability to convey deep emotions and her natural screen presence made her one of the most beloved actresses of her time. Her work in films like Quai des Brumes and La Symphonie Pastorale remains iconic and continues to inspire aspiring professionals in the field. For those looking to follow in Morgan's footsteps, her advice would likely be to stay true to yourself and never stop learning. The film industry is always evolving, and it's essential to be adaptable and open to new experiences. It's also important to remember that success doesn't come overnight. It requires dedication, hard work, and a passion for the craft. Moving forward, the future of the film industry looks bright, with new technologies and platforms creating endless possibilities for storytelling. However, it's crucial to remember the lessons of the past and build on the foundation laid by legends like Michèle Morgan. By honoring the past and embracing the future, we can ensure that the film industry continues to thrive and inspire future generations. In conclusion, Michèle Morgan's legacy serves as a reminder of the power of cinema and the impact that a single performer can have on the industry. Her advice to aspiring professionals is as relevant today as it was during her career. Stay true to yourself, work hard, and never stop learning. By following in her footsteps, we can help ensure that the film industry remains a vibrant and captivating art form for years to come. Michèle Morgan's acting career was marked by significant milestones. She declined Jean Moreau's role in the 1961 film La Nun. Morgan's family moved from a wealthy Parisian suburb to deep, upper Normandy after her father lost his job in the 1929 crisis. It was at the Deep Casino where she developed an interest in acting. Although Morgan had a minor role in a 1936 stage production, her official stage debut was in Françoise Doran's Le Tout pour Le Tout in 1978. She achieved a major critical success with the play Chérie, which was adapted into the 1984 film Chérie. Despite the gap between her early walk-on role and her official stage debut, Morgan's passion for acting remained constant. Michèle Morgan, born Simone Roussel, was a French actress who graced the silver screen for over 7 decades. She began her career in the 1930s and quickly became one of France's most beloved stars. Morgan's passion for acting was evident in every role she played, and she brought a unique depth and sensitivity to each character she portrayed. Throughout her career, Morgan worked with some of the most renowned directors and actors of her time, including Jean Gabin, Henry Georges Clouzot, and Orson Welles. She starred in over 60 films, including classics like Quai des Brumes and La Symphonie Pastorale, for which she won the Best Actress Award at the 1946 Cannes Film Festival. Morgan's innovative approach to acting helped to shape the industry and pave the way for future generations of actors. She was known for her ability to convey complex emotions with subtlety and grace, and her performances continue to resonate with audiences today. Despite facing numerous challenges throughout her career, including the disruption of World War II and the changing landscape of the film industry, Morgan persevered and remained a vital force in French cinema. Her enduring impact on the entertainment industry is a testament to the power of creativity and determination. In conclusion, Michèle Morgan's passion, innovation, and perseverance made her one of the most inspiring figures in the history of French cinema. Her legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of pursuing one's dreams, even in the face of adversity, and the enduring power of artistic expression. Michèle Morgan, born Simone Renée Roussel, was a prominent French actress who captivated audiences with her compelling performances. She began her acting career at the age of 15, leaving home with her younger brother Paul to pursue her dreams. Morgan's natural talent was quickly recognized, and she took acting lessons to perfect her craft. She adopted the pseudonym Michèle Morgan and starred in her first film, Meet Miss Mozart, in 1936. Morgan's artistic partnership with Jean Gabin is particularly noteworthy. They starred in 5 films together including Port of Shadows, Coral Reefs, Remorques, The Moment of Truth, and Napoleon. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable, and it is said that they had romantic feelings for each other during the filming of Port of Shadows. However, their relationship did not begin until the filming of Remorques, as Gabin was married during the filming of Port of Shadows. Unfortunately, their love was short-lived, as Gabin was recruited to the French Navy at the beginning of World War II and was sent to Cherbourg, leaving Morgan behind. Morgan's success as an actress continued throughout the 1940s and making her one of the most successful French actresses of the decade, alongside her friends Danielle Darrieux and Michèle Morgan. Her ability to captivate audiences with her performances earned her a loyal following and solidified her place in French cinema history. Morgan's contributions to the world of acting will not be forgotten, and her legacy continues to inspire aspiring actors to this day. Michèle Morgan took inspiration from notable actresses like Greta Garbo, Françoise Rosset, and Gaby Morley. She had a chance encounter with Garbo in Hollywood, but respected her privacy and didn't approach. In the film La Belle Que Voilà, Morgan acted alongside both her second and third husbands, Henri Vidal and Gérard Auray. She had two siblings, Hélène Rousseau and Pierre Rousseau. Michèle Morgan's personal life was marked by a few challenges. When her husband William Marshall moved to France with his new wife, Michèle Morgan, she was happy to have the opportunity to see her son Mike Marshall more often. However, after William and Michèle divorced, William returned to the US with Mike, forcing Michèle to visit him less frequently during his adolescence. She was able to spend more time with him only after he finished his studies. During the filming of Port of Shadows in 1938, Michèle's co-star Pierre Brasseur made inappropriate remarks to her, which irritated her suitor and leading actor, Jean Gabin. The following day, Brasseur apologized by bringing her flowers, but then had to shoot a scene where his character gets punched in the face by Gabin's protagonist. Instead of faking the punch, Gabin hit Brasseur for real, which added realism to the scene and was praised by critics. Michèle's marriage to Henri Vidal was difficult due to his chronic drug addiction and jealousy towards her male co-stars, particularly Jean Gabin. Despite these challenges, Michèle continued to act in films and build her career, becoming one of the most respected and admired actresses in French cinema. Michèle Morgan, a well-known actress, has shown her interest in boxing, which might be surprising to some. Her acting career took off when she was advised to audition for Marc Allegret's Heart of Paris in 1937 by a script girl, an assistant director named Jean Witta. Morgan's performance impressed Max Stoffel, the film's financier, to such an extent that he believed she should have played the leading role. The success of Heart of Paris even caught the attention of RKO, who offered her a contract for 2,000 francs a week. Morgan's popularity continued to rise, and she won Cinerevue's prize for Most Popular Actress multiple times, specifically in the years 1950, 1952, 1953, 1954, and 1955. These awards speak to her widespread appeal and the impact she had on her audience during that time. Her acting talent was undeniable, and she left a lasting impression on those who saw her on the big screen. Michèle Morgan, a renowned actress, performed her own trapeze stunts in the 1954 film Obsession. She was nicknamed Mike by her first husband, William Marshall, due to his difficulty in pronouncing Michèle and his general dislike of France. Their son, Mike Marshall, was also named after her. Morgan's relationship with her second husband, Henri Vidal, began secretly during the filming of Fabiola in 1949. At the time, her marriage to William Marshall was already faltering. William Marshall, hoping to gain custody of their son, hired private detectives to follow Morgan. They eventually obtained photographs of her in bed with Vidal, leading to Morgan losing custody of her son due to adultery. Ironically, William Marshall had been engaging in extramarital affairs himself, as his relationship with his second wife, Michèle Morgan, had begun during his marriage to Morgan. As a result, Mike Marshall spent part of his childhood with William and his new wife, Michèle, who helped raise him alongside her daughter, Toni Marshall. Despite these circumstances, Morgan never held any grudges against Michèle Morgan and even credited her for being an excellent second mother figure to her son. Michèle Morgan's memorial service was held at the Saint-Pierre de Neuilly-sur-Seine Church on December 23, 2016, at 1030 in the morning, followed by her burial in the Montparnasse family crypt next to her longtime companion, Gérard Array, at 1230. Throughout her career, Morgan received several prestigious awards, including being named Chevalier of the Legion of Honor in 1969, raised to officer in 1994, to Grand Officer in 2009, and received the Grand Croix in 2013. In 1950, she was named Best Actress by Cinema. These accolades are a testament to Morgan's impact and influence in the film industry. Michèle Morgan, originally named Simone, adopted her stage name from the Morgan Bank in Paris, finding it easily pronounceable in various countries. When she moved to the U.S. to pursue a Hollywood career, Ginger Rogers, a fellow RKO star, welcomed her, and later became the third wife of Morgan's first husband, William Marshall. It's worth noting that Morgan is the great-grandmother of Nicolas Messica. These facts provide a glimpse into Morgan's life, her career, and her family. Michèle Morgan, the French film star, approached the Frank Sinatra vehicle Hire, and Hire with skepticism due to her lack of singing experience and a rushed crash course. The film underperformed, and Morgan considers her performance a disaster. Her marriage to William Marshall was also fraught with difficulty. After a brief courtship of only 1 month, they married, but Morgan soon found Marshall's behavior domineering and scornful. His temper worsened after being injured in the war, and Morgan admitted to being unsure why she married him, attributing it to physical attraction rather than deep affection. During the filming of The Proud and The Beautiful in Mexico, Morgan did not connect with co-star Gérard Philippe. Philippe was preoccupied with his family and the area, leaving Morgan to navigate her role alone. She felt Philippe perceived her as bourgeois, while she viewed him as a left-wing extremist. Their relationship improved when they collaborated again in The Grand Maneuver. Michèle Morgan's career experienced a decline in the 1960s when the French New Wave movement emerged, and its directors distanced themselves from classic French cinema. Notably, François Truffaut, who had criticized Morgan's work, only resulted in one film with her, Claude Chabrol's Bluebeard, where she played a victim of Charles Denner's murderous character. Throughout the decade, Morgan featured in movies of lesser interest and opted to focus on other artistic pursuits, appearing in films sporadically in subsequent years. Her son, Mike Marshall, born in 1944, followed in her footsteps and became an actor in both France and Hollywood. His interest in acting sparked when Morgan brought him to the set of The Grand Maneuver, where he was captivated by Gérard Philippe, his mother's co-star. In the late 1960s, Morgan shifted her focus to painting, designing ties, and writing poems. She even established her tie label, Kravitz Michèle Morgan, in the late 1970s. Since then, she has dedicated her time to these creative endeavors, leaving her film career behind. Michèle Morgan, the renowned French actress, appeared in 3 films with her third husband, Gérard Array. La Belle Que Voilà, The Mirror Has Two Faces, and A Man and a Woman 20 Years Later. She also worked under his direction in a segment of Crime Does Not Pay. Their relationship began on the set of The Mirror Has Two Faces in 1958, coinciding with the decline of Morgan's marriage to actor Henry Vidal, who passed away at the young age of 40. Interestingly, Array had been in a stable relationship with actress Jacqueline Roman, but had often told her, "There's only one person I'd leave you for, and that's Michèle Morgan." Michèle Morgan's accomplishments were recognized in 1975 when she was made an officer of the French National Order of Merit. Michèle Morgan made a significant decision early in her career, choosing to leave French cinema during the occupation and work in the U.S., which earned her admiration. She acted in 5 films with Jean Marais, including Aux Yeux du Souvenir and The Glass Castle. Upon arriving in Hollywood, Morgan was considered for the role of Lena in Alfred Hitchcock's Suspicion, but her English was not yet proficient. Although disappointed, she saw this as an opportunity to improve and worked tirelessly with a linguistic coach for a year. Despite her efforts, Morgan declined the role of Belinda in Johnny Belinda when it was offered to her, thinking it was a mockery due to the character's meanness. However, this decision is considered one of her biggest professional mistakes, as Jane Wyman, who took the part, won the Best Actress Oscar for her performance. Michèle Morgan served as a jury member at the Cannes Film Festival in 1972 and was the festival's president in 1971. During World War II, she moved to Hollywood and had a house built at 10,050 Cielo Drive. However, she felt scared and isolated there, often hearing strange noises. Initially, she hired domestics, but sent them away when they turned out to be drunkards and thieves. She lived there with a friend for a while, but eventually sold the mansion at her husband's insistence. The house later became notorious as the site of the 1969 Sharon Tate murder by Charles Manson's followers. In her autobiography, Avec Ces Yeux-là, Morgan shares this ominous anecdote about her time in Hollywood. Let's take a moment to reflect on the remarkable career of Michèle Morgan, a legendary French actress who left an indelible mark on the film industry. With a career spanning several decades, Morgan captivated audiences with her undeniable talent and charm. In films like Quiet as Brooms and La Symphonie Pastorale, Morgan showcased her incredible range and versatility, effortlessly moving between dramatic and romantic roles. Her work continues to resonate with audiences today and remains a testament to her enduring legacy. We would love to hear your thoughts on Michèle Morgan's work and what her legacy means to you. Share your memories, favorite films, and any stories you may have about this iconic actress in the comments below. If you enjoyed this spotlight on Michèle Morgan, please be sure to like and share this post with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content celebrating the creative spirits who have shaped entertainment. Together, let's honor and celebrate the incredible work and legacy of Michèle Morgan.